Hey guys, it's Drew from UBA Productions, and today I'll be showing you how to get fully out of the map Miami on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Alright, so this glitch is fairly easy to do, but it's going to require 2 players and you're going to need an RCXD in order to do it. But once you have your RCXD, you're going to want to come over to this part of the map where I'm going. Now, this isn't the best place to do a breach because there's a lot of lines of sight for enemy players to shoot at you. Because we have to go into the corner over here, and people could sit up on top of the A building and shoot at you, and they can also go up in the top of that balcony area and shoot down the alleyway at you and snipe you. But this is probably the only place that you're going to get fully out of the map on this map, so we have to do it here. But once you get everybody over here, you're going to want your friend to lay down in the corner like I show in the video, and they're going to call in their RCXD. Now, once they call in their RCXD, they just have to drive it around the back of them. And on top of every player for the RCXD, there's kind of a little barrier. And you can just jump up on top of that barrier with the RCXD. Now, a lot of the time when you jump on top of the barrier, you'll slide a bit and you might fall off. Just keep trying to jump up and you should be able to land on it. Now, you're not going to be oriented perfectly every time. So this is where you have to have another player crouch or stand up. If you choose to stand up, you don't push the RCXD as much, but if you crouch, you push it a lot, so you have to be really careful. But basically, you just want the RCXD to be up against the wall and facing the same direction as the player. And once you have that, the player who's going to get outside the map is going to look away from the wall, and you're going to want to sort of do a little hop to the left and try to jump up on top of the RCXD and keep holding left on your analog stick. And eventually you should mantle on top of the RC, and sometimes you'll just pop through the wall and you won't actually get through, but if you keep trying it, you will eventually pop through the out of map barrier and then you'll be fully outside the map. But you can get to a whole new area over here. If you go all the way to the end of this road here and then you jump to this pillar, you can walk along the pillar and keep going along the balconies and the little staircase areas. You just gotta keep jumping along. I don't think you can actually walk on the stairs part of this area over here, so you have to jump from the pillar to the next pillar. But then once you're there, I think you can actually just jump straight to the road to your right, but you'll see that I just can continue going down the balconies until I get closer to the map, and then I get up on this bush thing, and then I jump to the road from there. But once you get to the road, unfortunately, the bridge that leads across the river is fake, so you can't cross it and then go to a larger area outside the map. I would actually assume that that area over there is also fake and you'd probably fall through it, but we're not 100% certain about that. But one cool thing you can do is you could actually jump down into the water from here. You're still, for some reason, you're boxed in a little area still. You're definitely still out of the map, but for some reason it's just barriered in over here. But you can swim around, so that's really awesome that you can do outside the map on this. Now, a lot of you are probably saying why are you uploading this now and not saving it for release, and it's just gonna get patched before the game comes out. And that's exactly why we're doing it. The only reason this glitch works is because of backwards mantling, and that was discovered in the alpha, and even though they haven't patched it in the beta, they're almost certainly gonna patch it once the game comes out fully. And if for some reason they don't, it's gonna be a really broken game. I think even without the backwards mantling, this game is gonna be pretty broken, and there's gonna be a lot of glitches in it. Also, I just want to say that this is indeed the first out of map on Miami. I know there's other people that would say that some secret rooms that you can breach into would be considered out of the map, but I wouldn't really say that's out of the map. Half of them are kind of in the map to begin with. They're not really out of the bounds of the map. And the ones that are out of the bounds are just little secret rooms that really you're not fully out of the map. This is the only one. But yeah, that's pretty much all we have for today. If you want to see more Black Ops Cold War content once the game comes out, please consider subscribing. This has been Drew from UBA Productions, and I'll see you guys next time.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed. and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now.
Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Nick from UBA Productions, and today we are on the map Miami to show you 3 new secret rooms to get into. In order to get into these rooms, however, we're going to be showing you a bit of a new technique that we found using the RCXD. What this glitch will allow you to do is to create any corner on any flat wall, so then you're able to use the mantle breach in order to breach into them. Having said that, even though it's a mobile corner, it still relies on having a thin wall in order to breach. So what you're going to do is have a friend lay down, call it an RCXD, it could be the guy that is laying down or somebody else, and then jump it on top of them, and just kind of go up behind them and jump on top of them. And then once you get it on top, try to line up so that it's flat and parallel against the wall. And then you should be able to mantle breach like you normally would by just simply jumping to the left while also facing your back against the wall that you are breaching. And you can see us getting into that one room by the end of the dock at the beach. Now again, coming into this first secret room by breaching in, this one's going to be a little bit easier to do since you're kind of safe in here to begin with. But then again, another way you could do it is have it your back facing a wall while you're laying down in really tight spaced areas, and then just call in the RCXD as normal, and then jump up on your friend. And then it's a bit tricky because sometimes you have to kind of make sure you have enough room. And then just kind of adjust the RCXD as needed to make it flat and parallel against the wall, and then simply try to do the mantle breach again. Generally speaking, you can't just be flat against the wall. Usually it's about like an inch away from the wall you want to kind of be mantle breaching. You don't want to be completely against it, or else you're not going to get any mantling option. But again, here is another secret room that you get into, which is kind of a neat area. Be careful because you are exposed against the side wall. Some people might come and kind of ruin your fun over here, so be aware of that. And then lastly, we have one third one over here by the spa. So again, same technique, lay down the corner. You might have to look a little bit out to the right for this one in order to call in the RCXD, but then simply go up behind, jump up, and then push the RCXD. It is easier to move the RCXD when you are crouching, so be careful of that, because you can launch it really far when you're crouching pushing it. But it does help if it's in a really awkward position where you need to move it. This one I would say is a little bit trickier, probably because the wall might be a bit thicker. But again, as soon as you do it right on the front of it, you're able to go. It's a fairly decently large sized room, so it's kind of neat. But yeah, that's it. I'm sure there's plenty of other areas that we have not shown you that you can get this into, but feel free to practice it yourself, and as always, have fun glitching.
From my UBA Productions!